Hello there guys and welcome to the Crew Wild Run again. You're joining me. I am the panther that happens to be back on the odd occasion. Obviously on the weekend I like to be the wild panther. Mix it up a little bit. Anyway, today we've got ourselves a Zonda F. Now this thing I have waited for a little bit. They said it was going to be coming to the game and I was pumped. I was hyped. I was going to be like, right, we're going to get the Zonda F. It's going to be incredible. And then it came into the game and it said crew credits 230,000, and I'm like, where's the you can't buy it with normal money, in-game money. Now, to be fair, number one, you get like 50,000 crew credits at the start of the game or earlier into the game, and also you can get crew credits by completing the summits. Now, you only get like 2,000, 3,000, I think it is, crew credits for completing the summit, or is it 5,000? I'm not exactly sure. It's a small amount, so it still takes you a damn long time to save up for this car. Now, that could be seen as a good thing or a bad thing, but at the same time, what? So, if I wanted to buy this car, let's just look at this way. Buy crew credits, you can only buy crew credits. The pack that we need for this is a £25 pack. Now, to be fair, you could get away with getting a silver and a starter pack, but I'm going to go with the gold pack just because I can. And there we are, gold crew credit pack. So that was £25 to be able to get that. So let's buy this car and hopefully it is worth it. Now, I would recommend people test drive the car before, they actually do this. But the reason I'm doing this video is just to show you all the customizations for the perf, because, again, it is a very expensive car. Thankfully, the perf spec isn't a lot, but at the same time, there should be more specs for a car that I've just paid £20 for. I can understand the concept behind it. You want to be able to have the car in the game, but obviously make a profit, and DLC may not have worked very well for them in the case that they're doing this, or maybe this works better than normal DLC, because I think they've tried something like this in the past, but to make it that high, and I mean, you do get 50k, as I said, of crew credits near the beginning of the game, so it's kind of like they've got to keep a balance, but they make it way too, there's keeping a balance and then making it way too expensive. I think, maybe half of it I would have been more accepting in a way, but like even less, I would say it should have been about 80,000 crew credits, something like that. But anyway, let's get into it. See what this thing has to offer. I'm not saying it's a bad car, or it's Ivory Tower bad or anything for doing this. It's just that I think it's a bit expensive. But that noise has made it a little bit better, easier to handle. Let's get into visual customization. So we've got colors, we've got some official colors, as you can imagine. Oh, that orange looks absolutely stunning. So does the red. To be fair, I do like the blue. I do like the blue that's there. You know what? I think we're gonna go for the orange. Interior-wise, we can do absolutely nothing, which is the case with a lot of the higher-end cars in this game, I've noticed. But anyway, to the front bumpers. How many front bumpers do we have? We have 15. That's a good sign. We've got a decent amount of front bumpers to choose between. Hopefully, they're all awesome, and that looks freaking awesome. That's a little bit of car. Oh! Okay, so, I mean, this looks like it's had a lot more effort put into it, and it's probably true because of the reason that the car costs so bloody much money. But, come on, what are we going to end with? So we're going to end... Oh, lordy! I'm liking that a lot. Do I want to go with those lights or the other lights? That's a good question. I'm going to go with that one. Rear bumper, get that behind out of here. So I think I'm going to go for a fully carbon-looking rear bumper because it just suits it so well. At the same time, that looks so freaking awesome. But the full-on carbon, oh, that diffuser. Can we get, like, the full-on carbon in that version? I can't really tell properly because, if you didn't know, creator's tip, I have to turn... Oh! I have to turn the TV brightness down just so it doesn't, like, reflect on me. You'll notice it sometimes. Anyway, let's go. Which do we go with? I can't decide. They're all freaking beautiful. Go for number 10. Let's whack that on there. Love diffusers recently. Need for Speed has made me love diffusers more so, like carbon diffusers at the bottom. Anyway, let's see what that panel's like. I think I'm going to go with that because I just realized it put a big little bit of... I don't know, actually, the two-tone carbon and orange looks pretty damn cool. But at the same time, as I said, it looks a bit... It also looks cool having that back on the side because you can see more detail. I think we'll go with that. Rear wing, get that wing out of here. Oh, we got a big wing. We don't have a big wing for £20. What is going on? What is this? This is madness. Now, do we go with the stock wing, which looks pretty damn awesome? Or do we go with the wing that goes all the way across? I think I'm going to stick with the stock wing, to be honest. Just wish I could size it up a little bit. Do you know what I mean? I love the big wangs. Good news is that you can actually put stickers on the side. Normally, with a lot of cars like this, you wouldn't normally be able to do it, but we actually can. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it, though, does it? Right, let's get out of here. Back to HQ so we can see what rims we got. Do we have any extra rims? No, we don't. We just have those ones. We don't have any black ones? Nothing? No? All right, so let's have a look at some of the ones I already have, just to see if they'll go very well. I've decided again, I'm going to stick with the stock ones because they look pretty awesome. Anyway, let's drive it. Now, about the car. How do we feel about this car? I mean, it's a good car. It feels average. It feels pretty much the same as, the majority of the cars. It has its unique kind of bits when you go to turn, for example. It feels a little bit slower than a lot of cars, for example. But it means you can be more precise and be more aggressive compared to a lot of other cars. So that's one good thing. But it still doesn't mean it should be worth £20. Now, again, as I was explaining before, most people have a balance of crew credits they've earned, the 50,000 you get early on in the game, and the ones you get from the summits. Because if you do all the summit qualifiers, you probably have quite a bit of money saved up. But at the same time, you've got to consider the fact that the people that just want to buy this outright have to pay £20. So, in my opinion, this isn't a good way for them to do DLC. They should have released this as a separate DLC. And I know it's kind of hard for them because they've done a season pass and people will be like, oh, why isn't it included in the season pass? It's kind of, they've kind of, gone all over the place with it. It's a little bit of it's a bit of a sticky situation. I can understand why they've done it like this, and because that there is no season pass anymore. The season pass has ended. They don't want to release another season pass. Which, I mean, it would be... I would be all for another season pass. Honestly, that would probably be the best route they could go. But I don't know. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. Would you prefer another season pass, or would you prefer them to keep releasing DLC like this with the crew credit system? I mean, this is just my opinion on it. I think there should be a bit more... maybe another season pass. But if you're looking for just my thoughts on the car and how it handles and how it drives, and you don't really care how much it costs, you just want it, and you're going to earn your way towards it using the crew credit summit thing, or you're going to buy crew credits, doesn't matter which way. Is it a good car? Yes, it is a very good car. I really do like driving this. I've only been driving it a couple of minutes, but as I said, it feels a lot more stable than every other car. Like, I'm trying to really force it here, and I just pressed the PlayStation button. I'm really trying to force it, and it's just going like a champ. Let's have a little bit of fun. Put it in hardcore mode and see how we can do with it in that case. So let's see if we can get it to slide around a little bit more and force it off the road a little. Yes, it definitely opens up when you go into hardcore. If not, becomes undrivable. Well, hey, we've gone from the tame mode to the stupid mode. And it definitely prefers the stupid mode. I'll go to give it that. It's... Okay, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. What do you prefer? Tell me, speak to me, please. Now trying sport mode somewhere in the between of both those options we're just on. Let's see how that goes. Oh. Yeah, definitely it's basically bang in the middle. It feels less stupid and more controlling, but at the same time, it's still bloody stupid. I would not race in this mode. Unless I could take corners like that without hitting cars. Look at that. Okay, I changed my mind. I would definitely use sport for this car. Yeah, definitely a lot more fun to drive in one of the other modes. Just look at that. Didn't even feel the wheel spin, but I could tell that was not how it would drive in normal mode. Oh, look at it. Beautiful. So... am I happy I bought this? Quite honestly, yes. Am I going to fully upgrade it? I actually am. I'm going to fully upgrade this. This is going to be one of my main fully upgraded cars that I'm going to use all the time now. But as I said, £20 is still very fucking steep. And I hope that Ivory will kind of come to some fix for this. I know it's a bit hard now that they've released it. But maybe we could get some sale going on every now and again, or a constant sale after a certain point. I don't know. It's up to them in the end, or it's up to Ubisoft and them in joint decision. But let me know your thoughts on this car. If you've picked it up yourself, if you haven't picked it up, Either way, let me know. But until next time, guys, be sure to leave me a like, subscribe if you are new, and me and this Zonda, we're gonna go for a little cruise, I think. I don't know. Maybe a Christmas cruise. Oh. Spoilers. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching, as I said, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.